Back now in Toronto. Stepping in, Cairo.
And all anyone can think about right now is his chase for that hitting streak record.
Ragans back to work. There's a strike.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Next offering is down low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swings and misses. It's 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That misses, and now it's filled up 3-2. Stays alive. And he walked him. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Here's Josh Bell.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
There goes the runner. Hit in the air, left field. Isbell snags it on the run. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Runner at second, 2 down. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
And another ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 2-1.
1 strike.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. This to third. To first. And he has thrown 4. Shutout. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And that is that. Top of inning number 7. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Slowly on the ground to short. Cairo. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
Cairo in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Bounced up the middle. Witt whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Man at first. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. 1-2 now. Out to short. Cairo. Jumps, throws, and save. He busted it down the line for that infield single. So up next, Cairo. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. First offering misses badly for ball one. Strike one.
I got a ball, one strike.
Santander off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Varsho makes the catch. That is the one down. Here's the second baseman, Michael Massey. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first. And there's 2 away. 1 out, base is empty. Just missed.
That's inside.
Swung on, belted. That one's got a chance. On the warning track and hauls it in. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. Check swing, called strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've...
Ouch, that one got him. Man at first with 1 gone. Josh Bell next up for the Blue Jays. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. And this one squirts away from the catcher. And now a man into scoring position. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Cut on and lifted in the air is Bell. On the move. Brings it in. And next for Toronto, Brett Baty. Kicks and fires. Runner takes off. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a base hit. Around third. Now throws on the brakes and he's safe getting back.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found.
And it gets by him. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. 2 outs, bases full. Cairo now at the plate. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug. And base hit, 1 run is in. Fires to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they take a 2-run lead. First and second, 2 outs. Bell, the next to hit. Runner on the go. Massey. Handles, throws to first. They limit the damage here. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to begin the 8th. And to the plate for Kansas City, Carter Jensen. Up the middle. Cairo. Slings to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Good sinker low in the zone right there. Produced exactly.
Cairo had a good day at the office.
Definitely a strong game at the plate, Boog, and it's safe to say he made
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Tucker Flint, the next to hit for the Angels. Up the middle. Finds his way through, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe, and it's 1-0.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Cairo, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. That's in there, and now it's even 1-1. Swung on, belted, going back, makes the catch up against the wall. 1 out, base is empty.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And base hit.
Now batting,
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. His first at bat was a strikeout. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. Ow.
You know, something that's often overlooked in a caught stealing situation is just that catcher's footwork. These guys work so hard on just every aspect, receiving the pitch, but then also getting it into a position to get off a quick throw right there.
Whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. No runs. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And he grounds one back up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Man at first with 1 gone. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Checks over to first. Back safely. Kirk with some impressive production lately. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Strike in there. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him. So a man at first. Now here is Kyle Farmer. On the ground to short. Cairo. Throws to first in time. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Cairo had the kind of game you'd like to avoid.
They got the win, but it sure wasn't because of him. He needs to wash this one off in the shower and do better the next time out.
So digging in, Cairo leading the AL in batting average. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Run around the move.
No,
ball
out.
misses. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning. Man at first. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Tucker Flint. On the ground to short, could be 2. There's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it. 2 out, space is empty. And that one hammered. Vierling going back on this one. And that one is off the top of the wall. And he's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Cairo in his 3rd season 23 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
The two-hole hitter showing so much versatility, understanding the situation, gets on base with 2 out to bring possibly the best hitters in this lineup up to the plate in this inning.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Bounces off the wall as he makes the grab. So runner at second, 2 down. And now here is Matt Vierling. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Zips it to first. That's the 3rd out. So 2 down. So up next for Toronto, Cairo. That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Around first, heading for 2. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind.
Runner breaks for 3rd. This one in the dirt. No throw. He steals 3rd easily. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Neto fires over to first, and the inning is over. So back to the top of the order, and next for the Angels, Ha-Seong Kim. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball. Cairo on to first, and that's the 3rd out. Nothing. And now for the Jays, Cairo.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And that one wrapped foul. The Jays down to their final strike. That missed by a lot. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Got it! And that's the ball game. Cairo with a nice showing despite the loss. 3 hits, 2 of them for extra bases. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Cairo now at the plate. 3 hits and a loss last night. And a foul ball. Yoan slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Coming around third is Jimenez. He scores, and they have the lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So
now a step off, and he's caught between the bases. Oh, the tag. And next is the designated hitter, Tucker Flint. On the ground, out to short. Slinging it to first in time. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's the shortstop, Cairo. Silseth back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Next pitch is outside. Line to left and foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-2.
Popped up right side. Farmer settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Inside, just missed.
1-0 count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
He swings and fouls one off. First and second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Missed with a changeup and a count 2-1. That clips the corner.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That misses, and it's a full count. And down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there. Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Ha-Seong Kim, the next to hit for the Angels. Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Back now in Toronto. Bottom of the inning. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Cairo. Hot shot to third. Gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air. Maybe drive it into the gap.
Cairo. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So 2 down, and next for Toronto, Cairo. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. 2 on, 1 out. Here's Elliot Ramos. Ground ball could be 2. To Jimenez.
Out.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Runner at first with no outs here. Vesta with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately.
At the ball.
In the dirt. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
And a base hit right there. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called. First and second, 1 out. Brett Baty now at the plate. 2 on, 1 out. Horner over to first. Awesome play there. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Caught him looking for the K. No runs on. 1 out, base is empty. That one fouled off. And that one hit 97 on the gun. There's a swing and a drive. Going, gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 5-2.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. On the ground, could be 2. Flips it behind his back. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there. New inning getting started. Now here is Cairo.
This kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big time power. And a foul ball.
Seems like from day one, his strike zone and plate discipline looked like he'd been in the league for 6 years already.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next one is off the plate. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The shortstop takes the ball. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Lee settles under it. And there's 1 away. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And there's a ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
The next pitch misses, and the count is 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes.
Cairo, certainly not the reason they lost this game. Had a pair of hits, one of them a homer. Two on, 1 out. Cairo, the next to hit.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And that one fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the second game of the series. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Into the second deck it goes, and now they're out in front. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Twins, Dylan Moore. Out to short, Cairo. Fires across the diamond. That's one out in the bottom of the second. One out, bases empty. Lopez with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. That one ripped. Going back. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got himself a triple. One down, runner at third. Josh Bell at the plate now. The pitch. And that one gets past the catcher. No advance, though. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. In the air, right field. Moore makes the play. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sac fly, and they're up by 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter will be the shortstop, Cairo. That one is absolutely belted. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner breaks for third. Well struck right field. Going back on this one. And it hits the fence. Run comes in from second, and the lead is up to 5.
Well done. Drives in the run. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Schneider tossed to second. Back to first, and that is a double play. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Cairo. Just a single short of the cycle. Woods Richardson back to work. Check swing, and he held up.
Well, these Jays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Hit in the air, left field. Ramos makes the grab, one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority.
Cairo. Glove flip to second. Double play. They can't seem to. Now here is Cairo. He's already homered in this game. Swung on, popped up on the infield corner. Nabs it, and that is that. Cairo really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. A 3-hit performance, including a homer. One down. And now the shortstop, Cairo. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Inside, just missed. Man at first, one away. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. To third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
A swing and a soft liner. Base hit. 1 run in already. The throw in. But it's offline. It's 3-zip.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop in for you, no matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late. And he just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly.
Fired to second. Throw to first. Safe. 2 outs. Base is empty. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And a foul ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. The shortstop takes the ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Just missed.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Here's Josh Bell. Ryan checks over to first, and he's back. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out at second. Back in Minnesota. Bottom of the inning. And now it's going to be Carlos Correa. Out to short. A dive. He's got it. The throw, and they get the out. That was an impressive diving stop. Singing, let's dive into the numbers. Statcast assemble.
Yeah, Boog, a really good effort just to get his glove to the ball. He found a way to do it and just produce a strong throw as well. So that right there is a great play all the way around. Just really smooth.
Cairo tries to hold up, appeal to first, no swing. And there's the strike. Cairo launched a homer in his most recent game. That one misses. 2-1. Swung on, belted. That one's back. Gone way up into the upper deck. He sends it into the second deck, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-zip. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty with 2 away. And the batter now, Cairo. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. Safe. And that's his third hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that
runner takes off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. Ramos snags it, and that is that. So bases loaded with one away. Cairo getting ready to hit.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Traffic on the bases with 3 already across here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and he's safe at second with a 2-run double. One away, runners at second and third. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Lifted in the air down the left side. Ramos makes the grab. 2 down. So 2 on with 2 away. Digging in, Alejandro Kirk.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. The other way. And that's the 3rd out. Cairo had a sensational showing in the win. Collected 4 hits. 1 of them left the park.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player
And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Cairo. And Singy, they're dealing with a former MVP in this spot. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Lead runner around second. Coming home. The relay to the plate. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to.
Runner breaks for third. This one in the dirt. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. And he grounds one to the right side. Lau. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance, and that one is off the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the ninth. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
1 out and a runner at second. Runner takes off for third. This one in the air. Caminero makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these 2 teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
He's trying for third. Line to left. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The run comes in to score from second, and it's an RBI single. It's 6-2. So the batting order turns over. And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first. Out number 3. Man at first, one away. Singy 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit." So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
First and second, 1 out. Austin Wells, the next to hit. To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out. Now it's the shortstop, Cairo. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Santander, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Judge going back on it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Cairo was a real bright spot despite the loss. A 3-hit performance. So runner at second, 2 down. Cairo now at the plate. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Out.
Santander stands at second with 2 gone. Ripped to short. Volpe throws to first in time. That ends the frame. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Whips it to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Runner at second, 2 down.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
That one fouled off. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. And a swing and a miss. They limit the damage here. So 1 run.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
Here's a rocket out to left. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away. So digging in, Anthony Volpe. These 2 offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Out to short, Cairo. Throws across the diamond, and that ends the inning. here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And the batter will be the shortstop, Cairo. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Runner takes off. In there for strike three. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Well, Boog, I never really like trying to steal third base when my teammate's up there with 2 strikes. That hitter's got a battle going on, and they see you take off. Everything gets a little more exciting, a little quicker. They might end up swinging at a pitch that's not in the strikes.
Fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Cairo had a poor showing, needed to do. It's the Toronto. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Cairo. Ripped to third and caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Out to short, Cairo. One gone, bottom of the third inning. First and second here, no outs.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And that is out of play. Blue Jays down a run. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. In the dirt, blocked. Nothing happening on the bases, though. The shortstop takes the ball. Tying run in scoring position. Top half of inning number 4. Got him swinging.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Up the middle, Cairo. Throws to first in time. Lau out on the play. 1 out, base is empty. Makes a sliding stop. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Swing and a ground ball. Cairo. Throws to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And foul ball. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. The pitch. And a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Chas McCormick. That one lifted to left. Santander sizes this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it.
So 2 down. Now it's the shortstop, Cairo. Pop foul out of play off to the right. High fly ball out towards left field. That ball's carrying. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. That'll fire up the dugout. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 2-0.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Cairo. On to first. One up, one down. In the air, right field. Carpenter going back on this one. And it's caught for the out. Man at first, Juan Yepez up now for the Tigers. Grounder might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. On the first, double play, and that's the inning. Bottom of the 6th, and now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Cairo. Hannafy back to work. In the air, right field, Carpenter. And a quick out, number 1. And now it's Juan Yepez. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Get out.
Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Green hurries it back in. Runner puts on the brakes at second. So it's first and second with 2 out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner takes off. Hit in the air, center field. Meadows sizing this one up, and that'll do it. So they strand. Here's Juan Yepez. On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance speed, there's 1. And it's a double play to end the ball game. Cairo was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Cairo. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Hit on the ground to short. Cairo sends it across to first. 3rd out, and that ends. 1 out, bases empty. Cairo recently taking home Player of the Month honors. The 1-0. That one down the line, and it goes just foul.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
He's got it, and there's 2 away. 1 down. Nolan Gorman up now for the Tigers. Payoff pitch. Grounds 1 to short. Cairo fires over to first, and they got him. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And brings it in at the wall. Here's Nolan Gorman. On the ground, Cairo. Whips it to first. That's out number 3. So a man at first. And now for the Jays, Cairo. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Runner on the go, in the dirt. And that's a stolen base, not even close. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season. Slides, but it gets by him. 1 run across, still finds a way to get off the throw, and they got him. Aggressive base running to try and score after the miscue, but it backfires. 1 out, base is empty. And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. And there's a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Did well enough for them.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but certainly didn't hurt him on the way to the win.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Zach McKinstry. Swing and a chopper out to short. Slings to first, and the first out of the game is an easy one. 2 outs, runner at first. Now a chance for Cairo. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. Out to short, McKinstry. The throw to first, and that is that. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. And the right-hander's 3-1. On the ground to the left, Cairo. Gets it to first. Out number 3. Nothing doing for the 1 out, base is empty. On the ground, out to short. Throw to first in time.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt. And there's a foul ball.
2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball. 2 straight.
This to center field. It gets down, a base hit.
And now first and second with 2 outs.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. And the righty deals. Here goes the runner. Ripped towards third. Tosses to first. That's the inning. 2 left on. And we're back. Here's Riley Green. Laser. Base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So up next for Toronto, Cairo. 1 for 3. Laser. Could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Josh Bell.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Count's full.
In the dirt, but kept close. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Three-2 now. Hit slowly on the ground. He takes it on his own, and we stay tied as the Cairo did well enough for them despite the loss.
Not great, not terrible, just kind of an average.
Second.